What's going on, beautiful souls? Welcome to Elevate TV, where we're transcending our minds and our lives to magnificence. I am your host, your favorite host, Tremise Valentine, and today I want to ask you, do you actually want more for your life? Do you have that desire to experience more, to live a different life that you are living now? I'm sure you do. Because first of all, you're watching this episode, and because as humans, we just want more. And I know you're not a bum, because if you were, you wouldn't be watching this. And with that being said, it's a matter of really understanding that we are the only ones stopping us from accomplishing the goals, from experiencing life and the desires and our dreams. It's not our job, it's not the responsibilities that we have, it's not what we feel we got to do, it's not our family, our kids, whatever excuse we give ourselves to not take those steps. It's us. Like I said, it's the excuses that we give ourselves, it's our limiting beliefs, it's our beliefs that we have about ourselves and what we're capable of and what we're worthy of, and fears and doubts and all of that. It is us that's stopping us. And once we really understand that our subconscious mind is what has that power over us, and it's a powerhouse and we can use it to our advantage, then we take control of our trajectory and the narrative of our life. We have that power. We start to operate from the subconscious mind and our higher self instead of operating from the egoic mind and experiencing life as this face value of it's just how it is. We start to really understand that the power is within us once we really notice that our thoughts, how we feel about those thoughts and those actions that we take has gotten us to this very moment individually. You see that you have that power. You have really lived you have really created the life that you live today. And you can change the life that you live today by focusing on where you want to go, by focusing on your dreams and focusing on the plans of where you want to go, and taking small aligned action steps towards those desires and from the plans that you have given yourself. It's really, the power is within us. Our subconscious mind is our powerhouse, and we are here to really experience life and really come to know our truest self. That's what we're here for, not to work a 9 to 5 and work to die and feel like we're powerless and feel like life is just happening to us and why me, you know what I mean? Like, that is not the life that we are here to live. And we've been fooled for so fucking long. And it's time for us to wake up as a society and really take our power back and have control over our lives and really understand that we are not supposed to be these cookie cutter humans like animals and just continue to do the same thing every day, aka working a 9 to 5 and feeling like we're stuck and feeling like we just need to work, come home, cook, watch TV, and go to sleep and do the same thing the next day, or go to the gym or whatever extra little curricular activity you may have. Like, that is not the life that we are supposed to be living. That is not true life. That is not true experience. That is not the real way to live. We're here to love. We're here to grow. We're here to experience life as individuals the way that we truly want to, from love, not from the egoic mind and competition and feeling like this person is better than me and unworthy and comparison and comparing ourselves to other people and feeling like we're not enough. We have to give ourselves permission to let what we want be our dominant vibration. We have to give ourselves permission to actually live authentically and have the courage to go after those dreams and the desires that we truly have. 100%. It is time for us to move forward, to elevate, to transcend the desires that we really have deep within. That is our purpose. It's time for us to live authentically and not be worried about what the next person may say about us, about being seen. Like, our fears are what needs to drive us. Our fears should be the fuel. Our fears, our doubts is either going to empower us or weaken us. And for a long time, they have been weakening us. But once you actually go after those fears and conquer those fears, it empowers you, it strengthens you, it gives you courage. You know what I mean? But to continue to stay away from those fears and those doubts, you're giving your fears and your doubts more power over you. You're giving your fears and your doubts strength, and you're weakening yourself. We're weakening ourselves. And I had to come to realize that, like, I know I'm strong, like, physically, mentally, spiritually, but like, how strong am I giving myself permission to be? If I'm not going after my truest desires and putting myself out there and being heard, how strong am I really? Only way that I will see my true growth, my true peace, my true happiness, my fulfillment in life is when I'm conquering my fears and my doubts and really in empowering myself. And the same goes for you and anybody else. Is not operating from the egoic mind and having competition and making the next man feel less than or unworthy and bringing the next person down, having a hateful heart and hating on other people and even hating on yourself, not loving yourself. That's is not the way to truly become the authentic individual that you are meant to be. It's not the way to really fulfill your purpose. We have to become comfortable being uncomfortable, have courage to grow. The discomfort of growth is more valuable than the comfort of safety. And that's what I mean by actually conquering our fears and going after our fears, like little by little, like make plans, make vision boards, journal, visualize. We have so many neurons within our body, even in our mind, and they're all connected in one way or another. And the neurons that are strongly connected right now is what has gotten us to this very moment. And our mind is a sponge. It's like plastic. It's neuroplasticity. Like, this is science, and the more that we continue to go down different paths, a different path to our desires and our dreams. It's just like an athlete. The more that they practice, the better they become, the more professional and A1 that they become. And you can do the same thing by rewiring your mind into a different pathway neurologically, and you can become a different person. You can become the person that you actually want to be. Like, create that identity, identify with the person that you truly want to be, by creating new habits, by going down a different pathway every day, like being committed to this new way of life, by being committed to this new plan that you have for yourself. You start to become a different person. You start to become a better person, the better version of yourself. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of, because it's there to empower you. And I myself used to fear being seen because of how I grew up. Some people might fear being seen, some people might fear being judged, speaking up. But the more that I make these videos, the more that I put myself out there, I'm becoming more empowered, like I said. But I knew even as a kid, like, that was part of my purpose, is to make a huge change in myself and in the world around me. Because nothing changes if your energy doesn't. Nothing changes if you don't change. If you remain the same, that's just what you're going to keep perpetuating. But we need to understand that we're all one. We're all capable of what anybody else is capable of. The world is our oyster. Like, literally, the world is here for us. We're here to experience. We're here to enjoy. We're here to love. We're here to grow. And once you really, really understand that all the power is within you, it may not feel like it, because a lot of us have been taught to feel powerless, to give our power away, to ask to go to the restroom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have been giving our power away since we were kids. Since we were fucking kids. Feeling like the government has all the answers. Feeling like the police has all the answers. Feeling like we need to be protected from this, this, and that. But it's not true. It's all a fucking lie. Once you really start to operate from within and love, with purpose, love, and operate from love, and operate as your authentic self, and you feel and know who you are, and you feel and know that anything is possible for you, and whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Like, you cannot control anything but you and your emotions and how you perceive it and how you react to it and how you respond to it. Only thing you can control is you. So what do you want for yourself? Who do you want to be in this world? Because you can do, be, and have all of that. It's just a matter of accepting it, and it's just a matter of going after it and taking those inspired action steps. If you feel it, you can see it in your reality. So that's why I say plan, journal, vision, have a vision board, visualize, and actually feel those desires and understand and see and speak that shit and love it and create I am beliefs around that vision. I am worthy. I am wealthy. I am loved. I am in a healthy relationship. I am becoming wealthy. I am becoming healthy. I feed my mind valuable stuff. I am wise. I am making choices to become the best version of myself, instead of creating instead of holding on to these beliefs that keep you stuck. I can't have this. I'm always in this these fucked up relationships. I don't believe I can have that. Only people like that can have that. I wish I could have that. Like, tell yourself that you will soon have these things. Tell yourself that you are working towards these things. I am this person. Visualize yourself as this person. Visualize yourself as having these things. Like, working from this aspect of the better you. Not just thinking of it, but thinking from it. Think from that dream reality, because it truly is possible. We have the power within us, and life is all based off of feelings. And once you really feel that best version of you, once you really feel those desires and dreams working out for you, write it down, plan it, and take action steps towards that best version of you every day, consistently. Focus on that shit. Even if it's just 1 to 2 hours a day. Do something from those plans of the best version of you. And always, always operate in the mindset of it's yours. Of it's already yours. Not visualizing and meditating and journaling and planning, and then 5 minutes later you're back into the same old habits and the same old thought process. You know what I mean? Like, you're giving that same life more dominance and power over where you're going. It's really a matter of dominantly vibrating at that frequency of where you want to go. You know what I mean? It's not just ignoring the life that you live now, but it's actually keeping your feelings and your vision and your thought process on bigger and better things. That some people have this manifestation thing so fucked up that they think it's like, oh, I have to sit down and visualize and then I go back to my regular life. Like, no, that's not how it works. That's why so many people think that it doesn't work, because that's not truly what it is. Manifesting is you going back into that life from that 5 minute vision board or journal. That's you. It manifesting is you going back into that life and keep perpetuating that same thing. That's you manifesting that same life. But to manifest a different dream life, a different your desires, a different path, a different life period, is to vibrate higher than the life that you are living now. Is to know where you are going and understand that things will change little by little if you allow it to, if you consistently tell yourself and remind yourself of where you're going. And you are this person. You are starting to believe differently about yourself. You are starting to love yourself. You are starting to love the world around you, because the world around you is becoming your desires. You feel me? And you're starting to love what you already have. It's also about appreciating and having gratitude for where you're at now. Think about it. If you have a kid and they want a toy, if they're having a hissy fit and saying, I want this now, 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 you're not going to want to get them anything. If you do, it's going to be out of resentment, and you're not going to be happy with giving them the item. But if they are calm, if they're grateful and asking politely and really appreciative for what they have now, you're going to want to give them more. You're going to want to give them what it is that they're asking for. Also, think about it like this. If you have a kid, once again, and their clothes fit good, 9 times out of 10, you're not really going to buy them more clothes right then and there, because it already fits them. But if they're busting out of it and can barely move, like it's tight on them, like you are going to go buy them more clothes right then and there or the next day, because you see that they have outgrown it. And that's the same thing with the life that we are living today, that you are living today. If you haven't outgrown the life, you are so picky and ungrateful with what you have. That's not outgrowing anything. That's just saying that, low key saying that you don't want more, you don't deserve more, you don't even know what you want. You just you're just having a hissy fit over what you do have right now. You're not going to have that opportunity to accept any more gifts, because nobody's gonna want to give you anything, because they see that you're ungrateful. You feel me? So we have to be grateful for what we have in order to receive more, in order to receive more blessings. It goes hand in hand, you know what I mean? Like, be grateful for what we have. Plan. It's three things that matter. It's having gratitude for where we're at now. It's our dreams that we have for our best self, the life that we want to live, and our plans to get there. And anything else that doesn't align with that does not matter. We don't need to worry about it, because that's not going to get us there. It's the gratitude, it's the dreams, and our plans to get there. And remember that the thoughts that we have, the feelings that we have about those thoughts, and the aligned action that we take, also those three things. There's a whole bunch of trifectas in this world that create so many things. the Trinity. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of trifectas. But wholeheartedly, it's our thoughts, our feelings, and the actions that we take. So get out of your own way and elevate, transcend your mind, and and hold on to the vision that you truly want for yourself wholeheartedly. I'm glad you are here. I'm glad you have joined this community, this pack of elevated souls and elevated minds, and you want better for yourself, because it is possible. I believe in you, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.